All right, guys, here at California Dry Fly, and as you can see, I have an arsenal of rods out here in front of us. We are headed to Clear Lake, so I have set up a bunch of rods to go to Clear Lake. I've changed the line on some stuff, but for the most part, that's the same stuff I run at Berryessa. Now, you don't need all these rods, guys. As you can see, there's a shit ton of rods out here in front of us. You don't need all these to fish or catch fish. This has nothing to do with catching fish. This is just what I like to do. This is way overkill for most people. It's probably overkill for me. I have 14 rods here, guys, but I'm only going to probably end up using 12. Two of them I might not throw. I'm just bringing them just in case. So let's go over a few of these rods. Actually, we'll go over all of them real quick. 14 rods, so bear with me, guys. But these are the rods I throw 99% of the time, minus some line changes. I went up to 12, 15, 17, and 20 on a lot of my rods, and I put braid on some other stuff. So let's dive into these. Let's talk about let's talk about this. This is a Daiwa Tatula Elite paired with a Revo SX and a 7:3:1 gear ratio. This is the 7.3 multi-purpose rod. I'll be throwing pretty much lipless on this. It's paired with 15-pound fluorocarbon key line, and I'll probably mostly throw lipless on this. I may switch it up and throw something else, but it's probably going to be all lipless on this. Let's talk about this. This rod I might not throw very much. This is the St. Croix Bass X 7.1 medium fast action paired with a Shimano Scorpion 7:1 gear ratio and 12-pound fluorocarbon from Missouri. Now I don't know if I'll throw this. It is a little bit on the light side, but I'm going to bring it anyways. This is one of my favorite jerkbait rods. I've just got a basic XPS Bass Pro, one of the older model jerkbaits, suspending. It's one of my favorite jerkbaits. Next, I never take a spinnerbait off this rod, guys. This always has this particular spinnerbait on it. If I'm throwing a spinnerbait, it's probably going to be this. This is a Peppers Custom, 3/4 ounce white on white spinnerbait. I throw this on the Dobyns SS 734C. This is their heavy rod. I throw this with a 7:1 gear ratio Abu Garcia Revo STX paired with 17-pound fluorocarbon. And I pretty much never take a spinnerbait off this rod. It always has a spinnerbait with it. By far my favorite spinnerbait rod ever. Next is gonna be a jig rod. I put some braid on this. This is a Abu Garcia Zetas in a 7:3:1. I've got this on a Duckett Pro Magic, Micro Pro Magic, with 50-pound braid, and I'm just going to be throwing jigs with this mostly. I definitely will probably be throwing this rod. Next we have, so this is my top water rod. It is a lower end rod. This is the Lew's Xfinity Pro. It's a 7-foot medium heavy. I have this paired up with a Abu Garcia Revo SPX and an 8 gear ratio, 8:0:1. This is primarily my top water rod. I'm going to throw spooks, walking baits. I will also use the Dobyns or the Duckett rod if I have to for a spare top water rod. And this, like I said, this is just kind of my go-to top water rod. All right, now this is controversial. This is the Daiwa Tatula Elite, the ROG rod. I throw jigs on it. It's paired up with a Shimano Scorpion 7:3:1 with 17-pound fluorocarbon, and this is my go-to jig rod. I love throwing jigs on this rod. So I'll be throwing a bunch of jigs on this. Now this is the frog rod, but I throw jigs on it. It's just what I do. It's got a football head jig on it right now. I'll probably switch out to a flipping and pitching jig or a swim jig at some point. Next, this is the Daiwa Rebellion 7.3 medium heavy fast action paired up with a Revo STX 7.3:1 I did do carbon handle swap out on this one because it had a short, tiny handle, and I did the carbon swap out. This has 15-pound fluorocarbon on it. I've got a Z-Man's chatterbait on there currently. I'm going to be throwing this most of the day. Love my chatterbait. I figure a chatterbait at Clear Lake is going to be a go-to. I don't know if I'll throw this rod. This is my cranking rod. Abu Garcia Revo winch in a 5-3-1. This is a favorite Phantom Blast cranking stick. It is a 7 thick medium, moderate action. 7/6 heavy, sorry. So this is gonna be my cranking stick. I'm gonna throw a bunch of different crap on this. I can also reuse the Bastex as a swivel rod or a small cranking rod if I need. Next, this is my Dobyns Champion Green Series. This is the KO flipping rod. I have it paired up with a 1-ounce punching weight and a Lew's Tournament Pro in a 9-to-1 gear ratio. Sorry, 8-3-to-1 gear ratio with 65-pound P-line. I'm going to be flipping and pitching cover with this, flipping and pitching docks, punching if I need to. This is going to be my all-around kind of go-to flipping and pitching rod. All right, we're also bringing 3 spinning setups. All right, my drop shot setup for this trip is the Abu Garcia Pro Series drop shot by Josh Bertard. I think it's Bertard. Drop shot rod. I have this paired up with a Daiwa Fuego in a 2000 series with the P-line spinning braid, and I've got this set up with 12-pound fluorocarbon. Now this is a very light rod. I don't know how much I'm going to throw this particular rod up there. Again, bringing it just in case it gets kind of skinchy and I have to get finessey. It's a very finessey rod, mostly used for various. Next is going to be my Dobyns Fury Series. This is my 703 SF. It's a 7-foot. I'm going to be throwing shaky heads on this, wacky rig, flukes, kind of all of the above. This is kind of my go-to power finessing setup. This is paired up with 20-pound braid on a Revo SX30. Right. Last spinning setup. It's my last finesse setup. Also have a shaky head on this currently. This is a Fuego 30, again, Daiwa Fuego 30. This is the Dobyns Colt Series, kind of a lower end rod, but feels great. This is their 692. And again, I'm just going to be finessing around, wacky rig, drop shot, flukes, Ned rig. I'm going to pretty much just throw everything on these spinning rods. Now, for the 2 rods I'm bringing that I don't know if I'm going to throw, a A-rig rod and a glide bait rod or a big swim bait rod. So I don't know if I'm going to throw the A-rig. I actually might throw smaller swim baits on this, is kind of my plan. Maybe I'll throw my Megabass on this. I might throw just some paddle tails. I don't know exactly what I'm going to throw this year. I might throw the A-rig. I have no idea yet. This is a Lew's Super Duty in a 7-3-to-1 with a POW Inferno 765. This is their mag heavy. It's for swim baits, wake baits, top waters, flipping, but I'm going to throw some light A-rigs on it. I'm probably maxed out for what I can throw on this rod with this A-rig right here. So, not a huge fan of A-rigs. I don't throw them very much, but I'm bringing it just to play around. Doubt I'll throw this. Last but not least, this is by far my favorite rod I own, besides my spinnerbait rod. This is a Gancraft. Let me see if I can say this right. It's a Gancraft Dead Sore Magnum. And this is my glide bait rod. Paired up with a Shimano 300J. And then what I did is I did the spool upgrade, and I upgraded to the spool that has the magnetic braking system in it, which this reel does not come with magnetic braking. So you have to upgrade the spool to get the magnetic braking. And I'll be throwing this on 65 pound with a 20 pound fluorocarbon top shot. And this is just my glide bait rod. Right now I've got the Spro KGB glide bait on here in bone. And yeah, this is my rod arsenal, guys. This is what I'm taking with me to Clear Lake. Hopefully it's productive. I hear there's been a big fish die off and the water's pretty nasty. It smells pretty bad. So high hopes. I'm going to be up there with my buddy Javier and my buddy Joe, and we're going to be there for 3 days. I'm leaving this week sometime for 3 wonderful days on Clear Lake, hopefully. So thanks for following along, guys. If you have any questions about any of the rods I use or any of the gear I throw, please drop me a comment. Feel free to reach out to me. Again, way overkill. Way overkill. But thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and follow along for an awesome week on Clear Lake.